It's power. Wanabunge power. Comrades, viva. Viva. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the renowned Jevin Oyo Kasam. I'm the preacher of the gospel of His Excellency the President, William Samoei Otieno Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, I am only the surviving third-born son of my late father. Today I'm not here to bore you much with words. I'm also the chairperson for College and University Association of Kenya. As TVETs, on behalf of 100,000 plus comrades who are not here, with due respect to Waziri, before I divert from the agenda, let me stick to it. Number one, just to enlighten you, His Excellency, the former President of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, did not privatize any sector or did any sales of shares. That's why Kenya borrowed almost 3-point-something trillion. And we are paying that debt to date. A wise man will tell you that the sources for the government to get its funds is by one, selling what it has so that it can get something little. This is not the first time Kenyan government is selling something or leasing something. In 1993, to that reign to around 2002, the reigning president sold shares from 100% to zero of a private company that I'm not going to talk about right now. Those sales were made. You understand? Those sales were made and education was not free. Those sales were made and we had poorest infrastructure during those regimes. President Moi Kibaki in 2008 sold shares of Safaricom from 60 and reduced it to 35%, right? I did my research right. And that 35% is what is left. His Excellency the President and Kenyans at large if we support the sales of the at 34 shillings, Kenya is going to gain whopping 204 billion Kenyan shillings. Privatization of Kenya pipeline will generate almost 100 billion Kenyan shillings. Waziri, that brings me to my question. 204 billion plus 100 billion, that is 300 billion Kenyan shillings. On behalf of TVET students and colleges, what is our take from the 300 billion? I'm taken aback by where a student who is only taking a level 6 course is paying up to 105,000. And when I did my research, a wise man is talking and Waziri is right here. We will talk about you when I'm done with the main agenda. Comrades, viva. Viva. Comrades, viva. Viva. Don't interfere with an orphan when he's speaking. I might get emotional. So, when these sales are made, Waziri, I was asking, look at an institution like the Eldoret National Polytechnic. That institution has a population of 19,800 plus students. And the hostels there only can contain 300 students. You can imagine. Only 300 students residing within the institution. And the remaining 18,000 plus are residing in Kisumu Ndogo. That is why there is high rate of insecurity in Kisumu Ndogo, Langas, Kapsaret constituency. Not because of any other reason. The population is overwhelming, ladies and gentlemen are jobless, and in all, Wasakatonge have to earn an honest living. Wasakatonge power. Wasakatonge power. Wasakatonge have to earn an honest living. That's why there is insecurities in that place. plea number 1 for the Eldoret National Polytechnic. There is a huge land there. Do as affordable housing. Rent it to the entity so that the money generated from the school can be used to pay for those houses. Waziri, as I wind up, and I want to say this in Kijaluo for a second. Pek mar nyang ema miyo nyang. Pek mar nyang ema miyo nyang. Just to translate from French, it is the weight that is on the private part of a crocodile that makes a crocodile sinks. That is a local proverb that we always give Waziri while we're in the village. Ladies and gentlemen, Waziri, a time has come when, after talking about Kenya and privatization and all that, being a property of the government of William Samoei Ruto, is now that time that I have to table my interest before I go and get a seat. Waziri, since the Student Budget Committee began, I was in Migori, I was in Kakamega, and today I'm here. Nobody pays me to run all these errands. When Nyota Fund was running, and I have those details in my head, I was in Eldoret, I went to Nakuru, and I even went to Nyeri. You think I'm given any allocation? Oh no. I ran because my mother is your neighbor back in Laknyero. So I want to support you emotionally so that if you win in 2032, you remember son of Atieno and give me a little cut in that government. I can represent the young people. Even that time, I'll still be a youth. Comrades, wisdom. Now, to end it, Waziri, I'm here with the women representative for Sakatonge, the Kenyan region. Sir Aaron just wave. Arona is a wise man. Thank you, sir. Arona is a wise man. Sir, Arona and I, we have taken the mantle of coordinating students across these entities. We were with Arona in Migori, we went to Kakamega, and finally we are here. I want to tell people that anybody who supports the government, you do not have to be paid so that you support the government. And also instant results does not come. I also want to urge you, Waziri, on behalf of other devoted young people wenye wana support serikali, msifanye tuteseke hadi watu watutusi. We uko na waziri leo, kesho uko na una kitu. Yet people insulting the government are being called to the bargaining table. I don't want to insult the government, whether they employ me or they don't employ me. I know in 2032, when you become the president of the Republic of Kenya, the son of Atieno will have something. Comrades, viva! Comrades, viva! Chairman, these are Wasakatonge who brought themselves. Waziri, just your attention in a minute. I'm the person who coordinated the students to get to this place. But I only had slots of 60 students who are being brought to this place, which we did very genuinely. But as the chairman, I have to walk around with a team of people who are also have interest in building the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, Wasakatonge are here. Wamama wa yellow, tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Ao ni watu pia wenye wako kwa list. Na Wasakatonge wengi wao pia wako kwa list. I know you as a wise man who has been MP for the longest time until you got tired. This small number will not refuse you to control so that they will not abuse me on the social media. So, Waziri, that is not asking for support. That is just being realistic on the actual facts that are on the ground. Sindio? When Waziri for Finance is around, we are talking matters of building the nation. Sindio? My tech, Waziri, if you want to sell 20% and retain 15%, as long as Kenya is not going to borrow and education prices is going to reduce, kindly sell. We don't have to go and borrow 300 billion from somewhere. While you can sell something that we truly own, even when a cow becomes of age and it is not producing enough milk, you sell it and use it to pay fee. Waziri, if the 15% will save the educational sector, Mwaso the TVETs, kindly sell 20 and retain 15. Asanteni sana, and we will go to heaven. Wacha nisalimie waziri, angalau mamangu atumiwe hii picha. Kuna venye mambo itaenda 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Hao ni vijana waziri. I'll call the national coordinator under vijana waziri to Capitol, okay, Solomon, so that you understand that waziri has the interest of the youth at heart. Explain the position of waziri matters the youth, and affirm the youth in this hall that waziri is always thinking about them. Solomon, quickly. For about 2 minutes, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Wamama oe! Wamama oe! Bunge power! Bunge power! Comrades ria! Comrades achu! Comrades aze! Thank you very much. Sisi kama vijana wa waziri, I don't have much to say today. I'm very happy we are here in Rift Valley region na mmetukaribisha vizuri. We are very happy, and what we are doing as NSBF committee, as youths now, juu sasa sahi sisi ndio tuko na waziri pale juu, siwezi ongea mingi. Mimi kazi yangu sahi ni kuandika, ndio maana niko na kitabu na kalamu. Ndio nikikaa na yeye pale kwa ofisi, namwambia hii ndio ilisemwa Rift Valley, hii ndio ilisemwa pale Nyanza, hii ndio ilisemwa Western, na hii ndio ilisemwa Garissa, ndio tuzicompile pamoja, and then youths wakuwe kwa the budget of 2026-2027 wapate shares yao hapo ndani. Si ndio? Ama mtaki tuandike? So I'm very happy. Waziri, what you can do, me I don't have much to say. I'm doing much of the writing. I will come to the office with the booklet and my team. So I don't have politics to say. Wakati wa siasa tutakuja, 2032 is heavy, lakini before 2032 lazima Ruto aende 2 term na watu wengine waende 2 term, waziri naye ni all terms. Comrades power. So I have a team with me as the chairman. Haitakuwa vizuri kama mwenye nyumba kuto introduce kila mtu. Wacha tu wasimame. I have my team. NSBF committee. Asante. So with me, I have a very hard-working lady who is my vice. She's called Quinta. Quinta wevia watu. Akimpigie huo mrembo makofi. That is Quinta. She's my vice. And then we have George Solomon here. He is my lead secretariat. Yeye ndio atacompile all these things that we are writing. And then we have the national coordinator ako pale. National coordinator anaitwa Joel Alo. Yes, sasa unaona na control ground. And then I have my secretary general with me here. The spokesman of the NSBF committee, Sam Ougo. Simpigie makofi hii committee. Ya mwisho simpigie makofi treasury team yote. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. Rais William Ruto alipokuwa akitengeneza serikali ilitengenezwa akina mama mboga. Mama mboga hoe. Jua kali hoe. Sasa itakuwa jambo la kusikitisha kama kila mtu ataongea na wale ambao walitengeneza serikali wasiongee. Kwa niaba ya wanajua kali, waziri ametukubali tusemezane. So nitawaita nyi wawili mkuje so that you can represent these beautiful people here. Thank you. You're welcome.
Hello. Bunge power. Bunge power. Comrades power. Comrades power. Wamama power. Wamama power. Jua kali hai. Jua kali hai. Toeni sauti kama unyalukunywa uji asubuhi. Jua kali hai. Hapo sasa, kwa majina naitwa Smith Hemston. Wengine wananiita Namjoy. I'm happy to see you, Mheshimiwa. Nyang. I love your opinions so that they can also help run the government. The government is for the people. And it is the people who help in running this government for its success. For everything that the government does, it must always benefit the people. So the policies that we put in place must reflect the opinions of the people. Nyang, the late Madiba once said that reconciliation is forgiving one another and accepting to work together as one. We have reconciled and we have decided and accepted to work together as one. We may have had previously divergent opinions on what could have been done, but here today we are. Allow me to remind you, Ngongo, that even as now we, through you, is serving the government, people on the ground here still have certain things that they feel that have not yet been done by the government, and their opinions are being ignored. Allow me to start with the issue of education that touches each one of us. We are asking one question: how much should the government consider that we have a free education from primary to university? How much budget will it cost us for us to implement this? Because previously when Raila Odinga was campaigning, he promised us that we will have free university education. But today, whatever we are seeing today, majority of the comrades are dropping out of school because they cannot be able to sit for their exams. The institutions are denying them opportunities. And if we deny them to complete, tunazima taa yao. Education ni taa. Na hawa watu wa jua kali wako na watoto wanasomesha. Wakati sasa umeanza kuweka education imekuwa too expensive, yet their income is not a guarantee. What do you guarantee them if not hope? When you make expensive and affordable to the Juakali people, you are killing their hope. Number two, I want to talk on the issue of industrialization. Majority of the Juakali people rely on industries for them to be able to earn something. Yes. But we rely on the private sectors that if environment is made better for all of us, then the Juakali people can get something to constantly earn a living. There is a conversation we are having right now about the mining extraction of the oil from Turkana. Why are we debating about going to refine this oil outside the country? Yet the companies that we have in Kenya are closing up. We want to build an environment where companies can come and invest in Kenya so that these people who can work, do something with their hands, can get the opportunity. We have got people working as mechanics. if you can be able to approach Nissan, Ford, so that these people can come and manufacture their cars here, we can be able to give the Juakali people who are working in the car sectors so that they can also be part of that team. We manufacture our cars here in this country. So allow me to finalize by saying, Nyang, that I want to quote the German language when they said that Nyang ng'amokwayo okogo ng'ato mayo. For those who have not understood, that is a German conversation. Nyang, you have seen a young man here called Oyo. He is a comrade, give him a job. We do not want a handout for him. You have seen this gentleman here. Akona certificate. Mpe kazi. We do not want a handout for him. So that when he comes back and tells us that indeed ile broad-based salary tukisupport 1 term ama 2 term, kuna kitu. Pia mimi nataka nimalize nikisema, majority of our members in the Juakali sector were not captured in the list. Nyang, we have written the list here, and we want to plead with you that if there is anything that heaven is remembering the rest of these people, let them also be remembered. Finally, Nyang, I will have done a mistake by saying, by ignoring that if you teach somebody how to fish, majority of us, the benefit of education is to get a job so that you can also sustain yourself and the family. I'm presenting this CV, yenye maonyesha practicing, iko na experience, so that hata mimi huku nikikuja kuongea kesho mbele ya Juakali wenzangu, naambia Nyangali ni reso. Nyangoresa kuzokoresa. Oresa kuzokigoresa. Oresa kuzokigoresa. Agwero kamano nyangage munigini. Inegeno na.
Thank you.